in the background observing, but he is just always there, and it's really great to see them with Leah. So yeah, we were really happy to meet them as well. Just like Uthar Spawach, Lala was the big surprise of the weekend, I think, because he had to travel from the US, and he still said 1 week before, I think, when we were talking with him regarding the Ben Daglish show, that I might be sick at Friday just so I will listen to you guys. And of course he didn't let us know that he will be there in person, so we were quite surprised when we have met him there, but that was a really nice surprise. So it was great to see you as well, Lala, finally live. And Slaygon have met him like 13 years ago, something like that. Have you?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
At one of the Bit Lives, or two of them actually. No,
yeah.
We didn't have any sound on the video streams, but now we do.
Oh, that's excellent. No, welcome back.
Oh, this is going great, isn't it?
Yeah, especially the video stream part. Never mind. We had too many pictures to show you, but we will show them anyway on Slay Radio page soon. So you can count on that. And now we have an exclusive to show you.
Yeah, look at it. It's right here. Can't you see it?
Slaygon, I hate you sometimes. You know, that. So there's an exclusive coming up, and this particular song was born because LP Chip was curious a few weeks ago which Sid is the melody that he is looking for. We were playing it on air, and someone helped to figure it out. I think it was Spawach, probably. It was No Mercy, and this particular remix, actually, this particular subtune of the Sid is not made by Markus Schneider. I just learned it today. It's made by Jens Bildon. So it's just in the Markus Schneider directory, because most of the music was written by him, but this subtune belongs to Jens. And I think that we might play it right now, first time on Slay Radio's air.
Exclusive!
Yay! Yeah, and LP Chip said that somehow Slay Radio's compressor is not treating his music well.
Distorting it slightly, but even before the compressors, I could actually hear a bit of distortion in here. And what we hear in this room is not going through the compressors.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it does sound a bit different. That's no surprise because, well...
Well, we have a compression on the radio because obviously there are huge differences sometimes between one and the other remix. So that's one way how to treat that. To make it sound better, but also he just fairly recently got into the details of mixing and mastering. He said that this is one of the best mastered tracks so far that he did, so he shared with me a lot of details in the afternoon how he does the things now and what are the suggestions to do, which is always a useful thing to learn because, well, it's also not my strong side if it comes up to the mastering and mixing part. So there are a lot of things to learn still, but
I kind of left part of the process over to Lagerfeld for the album stuff at least.
Yeah. Yes, he is a professional for sure, so we can say that. And what you can count on now actually that we will play one more request, and after that we're gonna introduce the upcoming album, which is a very unique thing because no one could ever hear it before, and we can welcome after it Fungus, who helped us to actually hear it and achieve this thing, and you can go for it in crowdfunding form as well, so you will hear the details later. And in memoriam Ben, and of course now we carry on with a request before that. Hey boss, great to see you. Hi. Hi.
Hello, Boz.
Hello, boss. We already shared some details of your upcoming modifications regarding Discord and stuff, so just so you know, if you just joined the show. And I think that we have to play now Lord Evil's request, which is Shenlong and Ocean Loader, and after that I think that we might instantly continue with one of the introduction selection of the album.
Sounds great. And then get Mr. Fungus on air.
Exactly, right after that. So Shenlong and Ocean Loader.
universal and reaching you through this image. I am the energy source that seals the pathway between the order of the universe and the chaos beyond.
So you could hear the teaser video, namely from this nice project called Septima, and this is consisting unreleased music by Ben Daglish and company, I'd say. And this is what we are going to talk about with Fungus, and hopefully we can welcome him soon on air. Let me check that we are all set here, because I want to make sure everything works fine. And I think we are, so let's check this thing out, if he can pick it up. And there we go. Fungus, are you able to hear us?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, excellent. And we are able to hear you too. So
Great.
Okay, that's great news. Welcome back on the air since last week, and we have a specific thing to talk about today, and you made this specific thing happen. So that's actually, it was all up to you, as far as I'm concerned, right?
Yes. Well, no, last week I was on the show, and while I was talking, I just remembered I had this like CD of music done by Ben that nobody had ever heard before. Like during the show, I remembered it, and if you remember, I came on at the end and said, "Look, let's do another show, because I think this CD needs to be heard by the world."
Exactly.
And because you did such a great job of the show last week, so I thought, yeah, I'll call you and give you a chance to play it. The first people in the world, whoever's listening now, you're the first people in the entire world to hear this music by Ben.
Excellent. Thank you for this privilege. Since you said that you didn't tell this to anyone else yet, or didn't announce it publicly, so this is the first time ever that you could hear, or the listeners can hear about this CD.
It's a complete exclusive.
Absolutely. And how did you make this happen? So it was like you had less than a week to act on this, I think.
Yes, I mean, I've been running around like crazy asking anybody I could find that's involved with the CD, you know, what should we do with it? Is it okay to do this? You know, this kind of thing. So I talked to Ben's wife. I actually found the guy who plays the guitar on the CD. He lives in Wales somewhere. So I managed to find him. I talked to him, and like everybody I could find related to the project. And everybody said, yeah, publish it. It's great. It's a great idea.
Yeah,
So-
and then you created a GoFundMe page for it.
Yes.
Indeed, which URL we will provide just now.
Yeah, it's on the video stream, and I pasted the URL to the IRC channel
Oh,
and the
thank you so much.
Facebook video stream and YouTube as well. So it's out there.
Oh, great. So now it's out there.
Now it's out.
Okay. Well, I'll explain the idea. The idea is to release this music to the world first of all. But if we can, get a few donations in and raise a bit of money for one of Ben's projects. So this is a thing that I'm doing in memory of Ben to help continue Ben's work.
Yeah, exactly.
If that makes sense.
So that were the money for this would go to
Yeah, all the money would go to a project. I've been talking to Ben's wife Sarah, and they help in the area. They help young musicians. I don't know exactly what they do, but they can help them financially and then help them learn and play music.
Excellent.
And Ben was involved with the CD, Allied Roberts, SIC, and you were also, right?
Not much, really.
Not much,
I was mostly
okay.
the driver. Yeah, I used to take Ben across every night. The way it worked was we would work during the day on the project, doing the graphics and all the programming and things. And then after work finished, we'd grab a pizza or whatever and drive across the mountains. It's like a really dangerous road called the Snake Pass, if anybody knows it. Anybody who lives near Sheffield knows this road, because it's really in winter they normally close it because it's just too dangerous to drive across, but we did it. We drove across every night,
Wow.
recorded the music, and then about 5 o'clock in the morning we drove back again and went back to work.
Wow.
And I'll tell you how dangerous it was. You have to imagine the scene. You're driving across these high mountains, there's snowing, so the snow goes around. Probably normal in Sweden, but in England, nobody knows how to drive like this. So the snow is coming towards the lights like this, and you haven't slept for 3 days, and you're going, like this, and the car's sliding around the road a bit. And as we were driving along, this guy jumped out in front of the car, right in the middle of the mountains, waving his arms like crazy, help, help, help. And he'd actually crashed his car. His car was upside down in a field, and he'd been out in the snow for 2 hours until we were the first car to come along in 2 hours.
Oh, fuck.
So, so that's the kind of conditions we were in. And we would drive across the mountains every day to a very small recording studio. It was actually on a farm, so there's cows and sheep and things around. I think there's one place on the CD, if you listen, you can hear a cow when they were recording the voices.
Cool.
So we would go to the farm in the studio. It was a very small studio. They had like an Atari ST because it had the MIDI controllers.
Wow.
So it had like a drum machine, some keyboards and stuff like that, and some guitars. And we just we went there every day and we recorded this music.
Wow.
So
that's kind of the story.
Well, it sounds sort of really, really unique thing. Do you think we could play track 3 from the album?
Yes, certainly. Well, it's an extract from track 3. It's not the whole track is.
Okay.
7 minutes.
Well, that 2 minutes
So-
extract that we got from you. I mean,
2 minutes. Yeah.
exactly. So that was my idea, and after that we're gonna come back and. Sorry about that, but we won't be able to talk during the track plays now because we have to sort out technically still things here since we got home since the weekend. So we had to set up everything again. But we will be back after the track.
Good, I'll be back.
So this was sample of track 3 of the Septima CD, and well, sounds like an excellent track ahead of its time, because this CD was done around 91, you said, right? Fungus.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So
1991.
Definitely, it sounds like ahead of its time. Or well, also the 80s trends were influential on it, so that's clearly audible as well. But
yes, honestly, I didn't listen to this for like 25 years now. Since we made it, the CD has been on my shelf. That just sat there, and every now and again I see it. I thought, Septima.
And possibly you are the only one who had an instance of this, right? And the other one might be at Ben, but we don't know.
We don't know yet. Yeah, this could be the only copy of the music in the whole world.
Wow.
In the universe.
Super exclusive. Yeah, exactly. So we are really glad to hear that, actually. And well, let's talk about the goals a little bit. How many weeks are given to the listeners to fund this campaign?
I don't know how it's going to go. I was thinking like maybe 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. That's a safe bet, I think.
I think 2 weeks is a bit too short. Mm-hmm. And after 3 weeks, if people haven't heard about it after 3 weeks, then
sounds optimal to me. Yeah, exactly. So that sounds reasonable.
So 3 weeks from today, anybody who makes a donation on the website will get a link to download the music, and they can be like the first people to have the complete CD.
Excellent.
And listen to it.
And the highest bidder gets the physical album.
The highest bidder gets the actual CD.
Yeah.
Which there could only be one in the whole world, but I'll give it away to the highest donator.
Yeah, and you double check that with all the people that were involved with that they don't have a copy of this either, right?
No, nobody I could find.
Yeah.
I don't know about Ben. Apparently Ben's house there's a lot of stuff in there. It could be underneath. I don't know. I talked to Sarah. She doesn't know.
Okay.
So,
who knows what will come up in the near future? Still.
I'm just waiting for people to appear. Oh, I've got one of those. No, but I don't think so. The project was never finished, and at the end of the project, because it ran out of money, there was big problems. Everything just got gathered up and thrown away. Mm-hmm. And I saved this CD that's the only thing I've got.
Excellent.
From the project.
Well, it's really great
that
you have it. Indeed, we can have it. And you set up a goal of 1,000 euros, which is a moderate goal, I think. So
it's the default value for that website.
I think you have really great chances with that. And obviously, I don't think that it generates much income, because this is basically for the basic costs. Actually, that's what it's able to fund. So that's also the cause is that this CD have to be heard, and I think it
has to be heard. I mean, even if we don't make the goal, I'll still publish the link. I think we get the addresses on this website. It doesn't. I don't think it has to reach the final goal to be successful. It's just a way of raising money for charities and things like that. Mm-hmm. So it's just a target. If we go past, that's great. I mean, that would be amazing.
Yeah, crossing our fingers, definitely.
But whatever happens in 3 weeks from today, this music will be released to the world. Whatever we need to do.
Excellent. That's really great to hear.
So everybody go on Facebook now, publish the link, share it. There's a video on YouTube of the music that was played at the beginning, so share it like crazy. Get it out there. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. We will share it too. We will show it to the world. We can promise this. So we are maximally crossing our fingers for the goals. And anything else that you would add or send a message to anyone, basically, who is interested in this CD?
To anyone.
Anyone, yes.
I don't know. Just enjoy it. I mean, it's kind of a transition for Ben. When he moved away from making SID chip music, when he worked for computer games companies, and became like a real. I want to say he was a real musician before. I mean, an actual musician playing real instruments. This is kind of the transition period for Ben. That was about 1991 was about when that happened. So this CD is sort of in between, and you can hear sort of the computer games influences if you listen to it. But then it's got real instruments. It's got guitars, and it's a drum machine, but drumming and things like that. So it's a moment in history. So I think it should be heard.
And I just posted it on the Slay Radio page.
Oh, great. Okay,
Let me
excellent. Excellent.
Let's check.
So,
Slay Radio.
you just let us know if you are satisfied. Just so you know.
Oh wait, it's not working. I've got. Okay.
On the
high traffic on
Slay
Facebook
Radio
now.
Facebook page, I meant.
Facebook.
Yeah, I'll post it on the Slay Radio page as well later on.
Okay,
Needs a bit more work.
Yeah. Okay, I'll believe you. After the show, I'm going to go on Facebook and post everything.
Excellent.
Post it myself as well.
During the show, you can also do that, actually. Depends on how long you planned to stay with us, because it's obvious that we can still talk about it, I guess. So it's all up to you.
If anybody has any questions, they can they write questions?
Oh, that's a
maybe
good.
Maybe I can answer them.
Exactly, that's a good idea.
Anything.
So if anyone has questions to Fungus, just shoot. Mostly regarding CD, but also you can have questions, I guess, regarding Ben as well. Still, because we did that like last week, but I think that still some people might not heard us. So you have to know that he was a good friend of Ben, so he was close to him. I guess we can say so. But you are the one who have to confirm that. So
okay. Well, while I was waiting for the show to start, I was just cooking dinner here, and I'm just thinking I was making a bechamel sauce, and it just came to me Ben was the one who taught me to make bechamel sauce.
Oh,
so just like, hey.
That's
so he's like, Ben is everywhere.
Was he good at cooking?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
He was a vegetarian, right?
Yeah, he was vegetarian, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, for how long?
Always, I think.
Wow.
He was always vegetarian. So, that was back in the 1980s. That was really difficult to be vegetarian. But he knew where we lived in Sheffield, he knew like 4 places where you could go and get vegetarian hamburgers.
That's quite early, actually. Yes, because people didn't really pay attention that time that much to their diet, I think.
So we would go to McDonald's, and Ben would be across the road getting his takeaway from a vegetarian place and things.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's also something that I didn't know. So.
Well, there's a lot of things about Ben most people don't know, I think.
Yeah.
Or many at least.
Yeah, a lot of people know his music, but not many people, I guess, know him personally.
Yeah.
So anyway, if I any questions, fire away. I'll hang around.
Excellent.
Yeah, exactly. Probably we might get some later on. Not really sure because we are accepting those things like on 3 channels now, Slaygon, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
So it's a kind of difficult to keep track of it. But
we're a bit confused. This is all kind of new to us to have so many kind of channels.
So many separate channels, So Facebook and YouTube streaming is kind of for 2 or 3 weeks now. In our history, so Slaygon did a good job with it, but sometimes still there are technical things to sort out. So is today, and of course last week the cat was walking through the buttons and and all of a sudden the screen just froze. So that was also funny, but apparently we were still streaming, I think. So
yeah, we were, but still weird.
Yeah, I know that problem. I've got 2 cats here.
Yeah. Oh, you too. Okay. We also have 2 cats here, so. Oh, that's fun. Do you think we should play the 9th track of Septima?
Okay.
The ninth sample.
The 9th extract.
As we know, not the
yes.
entire track, but the extract of it. Yes.
Yeah, and now perhaps with a little bit less wobbly wop.
Yeah.
It was the audio hijack that actually caused that phasing sound.
No,
it was like
no.
speeding
Yes,
up and
because
slowing
it stopped
down and doing
the
strange
instant.
things before.
The instant you shut it down, it fixed it.
Okay,
Right,
that's
okay.
not a great news because it wasn't doing anything in the background, so that's a bit confusing. But never mind. Okay, stay with us for a while, for this 3 minutes, and we will stay a while, indeed.
Stay a while.
And slay forever. But
Stay forever.
indeed, we will be still back for a little while with Fungus after this track, and here comes the 9th track extract of the album. And we are back after the sample song. You are still with us, Fungus, right?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Could you hear us meanwhile the track was playing, by the way?
I could hear it, but it wasn't. It was very wobbly and.
Yeah, you heard it
okay.
over Skype, right?
That's a
Yes.
great feedback for us, actually, because then we know that something is in the background, definitely. And theoretically, the listeners couldn't hear us, but we cannot be sure.
No, it's what I meant that you see the little lit up ring on your Scarlet back there.
Sure.
I can see it light up, so I kind of figured it's sending something over to Fungus there.
Well, so, highly likely. It's a funny thing. We have to re-experience everything. This event on the weekend was really great, and I have to say that even if I didn't know Ben, he was badly missed. It was really after I heard so many stories about him, and we were preparing this show, we got a little bit of essence of his personality, even if someone didn't know him. And I think he was badly missed by everyone from this event. And
it was kind of visible on most people that they were all talking about them missing Ben and his energy around there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Fast Loaders had a moment at his concert, of course, when Ben would participate with the flute originally, and also an amazing girl was helping them out. She was a flute player, a professional flute player.
Mira something.
Those were really hard moments, when she started to play. It's even for me, whom I didn't know really, Ben. So was kind of fight for several people with their tears. I think that was really moving moment when they started this performance. So
and a beautiful performance it was.
Yes, absolutely. So
great tribute.
Yeah, I'm still beyond words after the weekend, and I don't really know what to say, but I'm really glad that you could make this today, and you could make this CD happen, actually. And I'm really hoping for more and more people to join the cause, and we will do our best to support this.
Okay, thank you.
So,
it's all for Ben, so.
No.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, if anyone has still questions, you can even ask later on, Fungus. We will try to answer. And if you have anything else on your mind that we didn't talk about yet.
Me?
Yes, you. Well, I can ask Slaygon too, but.
I don't know. I could probably talk for hours, but let the listeners talk as well and get some feedback and say,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Ben had a lot of fans, and like you said, I'm sure in a big event where he would normally be playing, and there would be a lot of people there who would miss him. He left a big hole when he left.
Yeah, that's a fact. And right after this unfortunate news actually came to public, because I think that this was released like 2 days after the thing happened.
Ben knew for a long time. Yeah, I didn't know anything about.
Sorry, once again, because I haven't heard the start of the sentence. Sorry.
Okay. Because I think Ben, it was 3 years he was ill he had the cancer.
Yeah. Some people knew about it.
I didn't know anything about it. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he found out
when it was published on Facebook that he died.
Yeah, I think he found out in 2015, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what I read.
Mm-hmm. That's what others said, at least.
It was a secret. Or...
Exactly. So, right after this thing happened, we were even requested to do something about it as the next week's show, of course. But we also had in mind that we really have to do something that kind of gives him a great honor. Also, Craig Septima was doing a tribute show that weekend, at Thursday. So he also honored Ben, and of course the next Tuesday we were doing this memorial thing as well. And I think that there are a lot of things out there still that we don't even know about, that people did it for him, after him. People uploaded videos to YouTube. never seen videos before. Right when the news came out, the internet was flooded, basically. Every second post on my Facebook wall was about Ben. So it's it was shaking news even for those that never ever met him. And I know this from several sources that they were fighting with their tails, actually, even not knowing the guy. So yes.
Yeah. I mean, I saw the internet was just full of every kind of fan page, everything. There was just, have you heard the news? Have you heard the news?
Yeah.
So I guess he really did have a lot of followers.
He certainly did.
Indeed. And, well,
anyway, this is my little, what would it be? Not tribute, my tribute to Ben.
So
it's just a thing. I never really thought about this CD until last week. Like halfway through the show, I was just sitting there, I think, I've got this CD there. I've got to. This has to go out. So
yeah. Well, hopefully people go to the GoFundMe page. It's been posted. Links on the channels and whatnot. Yeah. So
did
go
you
and
post
fun.
The link to the YouTube video as well. So
yeah, I did.
Well, it's on both, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
slightly extended video.
And was also added, by the way, that we found out when I was doing my hump show, just to Fungus, I'm saying that Boz was like a broadcaster on Slay Radio for probably the longest time ever in the history, for 14 years, and he founded his own radio station fairly recently, but he was still doing a tribute, and on that radio station he is not playing sits anymore, but even on his non-SID show or non-64 related show, he was doing a tribute to Ben. So
well, he does play the best from 60s and onwards, and that is certainly the best of the
tracks.
80s.
Yes, classic tracks. Just a comment to the last track sample that we played, I felt a bit of Pink Floyd influence as well.
Oh,
on
definitely.
That. Yeah, not even a bit.
Nope.
So that might be also, I guess.
I'm not sure. It reminded me of that one. Reminds me a little bit of there's a mic, but it obviously it wasn't an influence because it came on afterwards. Now I think about it, there's a Mike Oldfield album called Songs of Distant Earth, and it reminded me a little bit of that. But now I think about it, Songs of Distant Earth was after 1991. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's why it sounds also like ahead of its time, in a sense, I think.
Yeah, it's just it's a real mix, because you can really hear the 1980s synthesizer sounds, the orchestral bit sounds.
Yeah.
So it's definitely from that era, but it's really advanced for its time, I think.
Well, anyway, it's a very pleasant mixture of sounds. We could say that. So
yeah, so those that missed it, if you go and fund that, you get a digital download, and was it 3 weeks when the thing closes? The highest bidder gets the actual physical CD.
Yeah, the only one.
Yeah, the only one known to exist.
And after the campaign is closed, for how long the founders can have to wait for the actual album to get? Instantly after, or
the same day? As soon as I get the email addresses and things, then I'll post it. I'll post it. It's fair that if you've supported, if you've done the crowdfunding, you should maybe get like 2 or 3 days extra. So I will send these people the links, and then I don't know, 3 or 4 days later, I can start to publish it on Facebook and things like that. Because I want the whole world needs to hear this. But these people, they will be the first.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, people, you have heard it. In probably slightly a bit more than 3 weeks, you will be able to hear the entire album Septima made.
Did you mention there's about 30 minutes of music altogether?
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's also important information.
Yes.
So indeed.
And also, we should point out that it's a real CD. It's not like some recordable CD, because we didn't have those back in 1991.
Oh, right.
So
Uh-huh.
the CD was incredibly expensive to make back then, because they had to go to the CD factory and press,
Yeah, you say, what do they call them? The Gold Master? Or what do they call those?
Yes. Oh wait, my cat's about to stand on the keys.
Yeah, to think about this is fairly shocking, actually, because the public CD writers, the publicly available home-used CD writers, they were...
No.
That was definitely not that time yet.
No, I remember the first ones I got in contact with was in...
Actually made it in a CD factory.
Oh, hello.
Uh-oh. Are we having you still?
Hello? I think we're
You were breaking up a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're all breaking up.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, so this CD is it was made in a factory. It was incredibly expensive to make. I don't know how much it was, but I know the guy running the project, he complained a lot about the cost of this CD.
Wow.
Because, I mean, CDs you make tens of thousands. You don't just make, a few for the few masters for this. So they have to manufacture this, and it's really expensive stuff. But anyway, so just thought I'd say that as well. So you're getting a piece of really, really expensive stuff if you win.
And it still works very well, because those kind of CDs were more durable, I think, than these mass.
And it's never really been
ones.
played. So, I mean, the other day I took it out of the box to rip the tracks from it to get a copy.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I think that's the only time it's been played.
So pristine.
Yeah.
Well, collectors, go up there, go fund me, and
definitely a collector's item.
Definitely, and they might get into a fight for that, I think.
Let's hope so.
You never know. Yeah, you never know what will happen. Indeed. So
fight.
Okay, well, I think we should really thank you for this exclusive participation and introduction of this precious item. And I
did it because you did such a great show last week. So
thank you so much. Really.
Oh, you did. You made there was a lot of people on the show that you had to get in contact with. And, everybody got time to say.
Well, we try to do our best, but
it's half an hour extra. I think we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everybody kept talking too much.
It's easy to do when it comes to Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Stories are stories, and they have to be heard as well. So it's really heartwarming when we get such a feedback, and thank you so much for that, because that's. It's really great to hear it. So, if you would have a request right now, I know that it might be a difficult question all of a sudden, spontaneously, maybe from Ben or any 64 related request. What would it be? Because we might play it for you. I knew that it's gonna be difficult.
Sorry to put you on the spot there.
It would be one of the games I was involved in, I guess. So, do you have Thing Bounces Back?
Of course we do.
Okay.
I fairly recently heard a really excellent remix out of it, actually. But we can play the original as well. So, absolutely your choice.
Okay, yeah, go for that one. Thing Bounces Back.
Okay, the Thing Bounces Back, the original SID, is prepared here. And once again, thank you very much for participation here. And we will definitely promote and share.
It's been a pleasure.
Okay, have a very good night, and hope to see you in the future, even virtually or at some point, we think.
yeah, maybe there'll be. Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I live quite a long way away from the scene, so.
Yeah, well, there's a concert next summer.
I've heard there's a concert in England next summer in Hull.
Indeed.
It's gonna be huge. We just talked with.
I might go there.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a lot of Ben music, orchestrated
with big orchestra and stuff, and goosebumps, and
all the usual stuff.
Exactly.
I've heard rumours about that one, so
good.
And I was even offered a free ticket.
Good.
To try and tempt me there.
Well, we hope that you will make it there.
We'll see how it goes. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, and Boz says, "Yay, Thing Bones is back." Oh, actually, he's trying to stroke his own ego there because he made a version of it.
Right. Too. Okay. Yes, exactly. I remember that too.
Which was a good one.
Indeed. So now we played the original Sid. Later on, we might show those as well that we were talking about. And once again, Fungus, thank you. Have a very good night.
Thank you.
And wish you all the best for the campaign.
Okay, thank you. I'll keep you posted how it goes. Well, you can probably see on the page.
Yeah, we'll keep track of it.
We'll keep in touch, okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
See you.
Night.
So Zelda had an opinion about that too. Slaygon too, and they are talking right now. Poing. 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 Of course, Zelda is not telling anything when we are on air because
she can see the buttons are not lit up anymore, so she knows it's not muted.
Oh, how intelligent this cat is! Well, you are broadcasting together for a while.
Indeed.
For a while. I have an announcement. I have a request too.
You have a request?
Yes, I have a request. Yes. After actually Thing bounces back, you have to know that on Archeo there are 2 remixes available of this one, and both of them are great.
The good one and the good one.
Well, a good one and an excellent one. And, well, sorry about that, boss. Yours is also very good, but Kronberg also did a kick-ass version of that, and I just almost put it into my weekend set on Back in Time Live, because literally when I heard this song, I wanted to jump on it, because it's so, it has such a great rhythm. But it didn't make it to the set because I kind of settled by 125 BPM, and this one is 129. So I didn't manage to get it up to 129 because I collected too many songs in 125 rate. So, well, if I didn't play it down there, then you could maybe listen to it after the original. How about that?
How about that?
Yes, and it's not a long song, so I'm not ruining others' requests and time here now, I think. So, yeah, I would introduce this. I never heard it actually recently on live shows, so...
Never recently?
Never recently. Well, not recently.
How far back does your never go?
Oh, no. We're gonna talk about this off air. I'm sorry. Kronberg and Thing bounces back. Wasn't it excellent? Oh my god.
It was bouncy.
Yeah.
It's like a thing that kind of keeps
bounces back. Yes. Exactly. And we were thinking, since this is actually not really well remixed or not really oftenly remixed Sid, because only 2 people remixed it. We have to play the other remix as well, which was made by Boss, who is with us currently. So his remix, and between his remix and Kronberg's remix, 8 years spent, I think. What you have heard before, it's
Cezant actually requested this right now on the channel.
Oh, excellent.
So yes,
he thinks the same way like we do. Excellent. So, well, in that case, we will play Cezant's request as well, because we have to complete this thing indeed. And cheers, boss. And yes, I think yes. We just have to play it. So, there comes Boss's version from 2000. Shit, boss. It might be old, but it's not shit, okay? So, we decide about that, not you. Just saying.
It's boingy.
Yes,
boing,
and
boing.
That's the point for this thing. Right. Hope that we are not talking from the bottom of hole right now.
A barrel,
yeah, thank you.
No, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I can hear it in the headphones too. It's actually sounding better.
Yeah, and I hear a weird noise here, but it's not going on air, at least I know that. It's just a local thingy that...
No, that's just me breathing.
Malthus says, shut up, boss. And by the way, you can beat Malthus. He just have bidded for the CD with €100. So Just saying.
Fight.
Exactly. Go for it, guys. Exclusive, only one in the world available.
Exclusive.
Yes, we don't have the sound effect.
No, we don't.
And we don't have Boz with that sound effect. Which is sad.
Yeah, we're out of the Pringles can, Boz says. Thanks, Boz.
Well, I thought that he will say that since he's out of Pringles, he says good night because he cannot stand us anymore without Pringles. So,
what?
Thank you, Boz. No. Nothing. No, it doesn't really matter. Well, there are some things that you can only bear with Pringles, you know, so...
yeah, like us. Yeah, make sure to stock up on Pringles.
You never know how masochists people are.
Masochistic.
Maybe masochists. Sorry, masochistic people are. So maybe they just sit down, start to listen to us. Oh my God, this is so bad, and they need something to survive us. So you can imagine the situation.
Yeah, like, Pringles are perfect because as long as you eat them, you can't hear anything else. It's perfect. What?
Actually, you could press this button to tune out as well, but it would be just too easy to do that, right? So, exactly.
Right. So, do we have any
requests? Yes, we do.
We do.
Yes, we do. Several. And LP Chip said, "Hey Ziona and Slaygon, I'd love to hear Rowley with Boulder Dash. Thanks." The weird one. I mean the track.
Yes.
So
the Commodore 69 mix.
This is Funky Pebbles, I think.
But oh yeah, it's
the other
Rowley and
the other
and,
one.
Mahoney, I think. That is the
Mahoney is also the
the Commodore 69 mix.
Actually, Boulder Dash is weird by default. I mean by music. So
yes, but there was a specific one called
which was the weirdest
Commodore 69
I
mix.
Know.
I think that was Mahoney only. But,
I think so
for some reason I thought Mahoney and Rowley.
Yes, because
that was Biggles. That was Biggles.
Yeah, they did a duet as well, but I don't remember now by heart at least which one was that, but I think that
Biggles.
You were right. Yeah.
The
anyway.
Helicopter or something.
Yeah, we should play this for LP Chip now.
Yes.
Sorry, Slaygon.
Hi. I kind of thought it was going to go one more time there.
No, it wouldn't. It's over. Forever.
Forever.
Aww. But we can play it once again soon.
Yeah, later, maybe. After the show.
LP Chip hears actually the compressor overreacting on this track too, so it's not just by his tune. Except on his, it's really bad. yeah, that might be very annoying when it's only not working on yours. I know the feeling actually.
Yeah, it does need a bit of fine tuning now that more and more tracks are better treated in post production, as in mastering bit. Because the earlier tracks weren't really that hard compressed. The newer ones are, so need to light up a little bit, or lighten up rather, a little bit on the compression.
Yeah, that particular track now was from 2002.
Yeah, I know, but that's Rowley.
I know.
So, yeah. That's one of those few ones from that era that is fairly well treated.
And by the way, Mahoney's version, born 1 year before, the Commodore 69 remix. I interrupted you. Sorry about that. I knew it. Which one do you mean? And this is why I did that, but I shouldn't. So yes, that was made by Mahoney, and 1 year before this one.
Oh, was it? No.
Yes, it was. And we have several Kronblom requests for today.
Oh, that's nice. He does nice things.
He definitely does nice things.
Not that
one. No, not that one.
No, of course not, because those notes do not exist in any song.
But it's still qualified as a 64 remix. Somehow. Zelda has an opinion about that too, but she have
she's trying to find a good place to sit, but I have phones all over the place, so...
Yeah.
Is that better now?
Yeah, she answered. It's better.
Yep.
So, how about carrying on with Bomb Jack 6?
Yes. Madman, you can stop saying that now. I drank beer at Bit Live, and I was a bad sober Octoberist.
Oh, he was a very bad guy. Yes, he was actually. But since then, for 2 days, he hasn't drink anything.
So good on me.
I'm so proud of you, Slaygon.
Madman, bad man.
Oh, he's a very bad man too. Anyway, we wanted to play a song here, and it's called Bomb Jack 6, one of the happiest tune of Kronblom.
Oh, you're really into that hippie? Not hippie, but
no, but he does it so right.
No, I mean you are into that kind of happy, chirpy thing right now, aren't you?
No, not always, but he does it so right that...
No, I mean you, not he. You are into this happy, chirpy thing, like happy tracks right now.
You mean that my taste or what I'm doing?
Yes, your taste.
Oh,
right
my
now.
taste.
Because earlier you were listening to this, was it Eurobeat?
Oh, Eurobeat, yeah, well? But that's also an old passion of mine. So
yeah, exactly.
It's like what? It's like this just has to be there, especially when I'm jogging. It's the perfect music for jogging, and I'm listening it for 11 years now. And that type of music is, originating from Italy, and Italian producers are writing it to Japanese folks. So it never got released in Europe, I think. It only gets released in Japan because they are the ones who are crazy about this Dance Dance Revolution kind of music.
Oh, it is released. We did have it around here as well, but not to that extent like in Japan.
Really?
Yes, really, unfortunately.
Oh my God, I should have been here when it happened. Oh. I don't think that Europeans were fans of this music. It has to do something with the Japanese folks and me. So I don't know why, but in that sense it's...
Yeah, well, we all know you're a bit weird.
Well, what can I say? Let's play this Bomb Jack Subtune 6, I guess. I think it's you and Necropolo who say that you would cut your veins because of such happy tunes.
Yeah.
I don't understand you guys. It's so much fun. I mean,
it's the opposite for us. If we hear something really dark and gloomy, we get happy.
And it was X-King's request, by the way, who just joined us on the channel. Not sure if I announced you, X-King, before, and I'm sorry about that. We were just busy with the bouncy things here. But yes, it's a great request, and I definitely love it. And, it's not every happy tunes that I particularly like, or that type of people who likes the happy music but... these, especially like Kronberg, he just has something. So he does something very right with those, and
he certainly does.
Sometimes it's just so happy and so disturbingly happy that it's already good. So that's the point of it. It's, I think, this one too. And the thing bounces back. It's also the same thing. When you hear it, it's just so bouncy that you instantly want to jump.
Then I actually will request a song for you.
You request a song for me?
Yes, and Boz.
Right now?
Well, maybe next song.
Okay, because I lined up something, and it's certainly a request for someone. Yeah. And,
what did you line up?
I lined up for our beloved wanker, Boz Wank. Mind in a beaver, he says. Whatever met third. Not really Halloweeny, but meh, he says. Whatever met third. So yes, Boz Wank was following us on the weekend, and also the video stream on Saturday. And yes, sure, if you play such music, you have to dance. That's it. Not only if you play such music, but I'm really sorry. How the fuck should I supposed to sit and not move to such music that you just heard before? I just cannot imagine that. I don't really...
You just take cue from me. Watch me how you do that.
What?
You do this.
What?
That's how.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I still don't understand, even if I'm watching you. Impossible. And of course, especially when you want to do some kind of proper mixing. I'm not talking about professional, because I'm very far away from it yet. But when you want to kind of beat match two songs, especially important that you have to feel the beat. Conclusion, you have to dance. So that's it. But it was great fun. I really loved it. So I really hope that that wasn't the last act that I did, because that's a joyful thing to do. So in the middle of the night, and
in the middle of the night,
something like that. So whatever met third might come up, and after that your request, which I have no idea what it is.
You will find out.
Will I?
Now.
I like to say I didn't care. I'd like to think it was all fair. I'd like to say I didn't care. I'd like to think it was all fair. The waves are gliding over me, everything passing away. Whatever matter.
We broke the happy block with this one for a little while, but we're gonna continue that. The happy block, I mean.
To break things.
Yeah, to break things. After Bosbank's request. Slaygon had a request.
I did.
You did?
Yes.
And what is that?
Not for me, though. It's for you and Boz.
Yeah, right. You would never request this song, but...
Well, I kind of like this one at least, so...
that's a good thing, at least.
But this is one of Boz's favorites, and it's right there in the happy tune category that you like, so I thought, why the fuck not?
Well, why the fuck not?
Yeah, and it kind of ties into the previous weekend, because Rhino, or as he pronounces his own name, wow, was playing live and was part of the panel discussion and whatnot. And this is by him.
And he was freaking
remix
great.
of Richard Joseph's Stiff Lip and Comedy. Perfect example of organized mayhem.
Tab 64 said, Crank Revolution. That would be an excellent song, actually, for a Dance Revolution song. I think I would definitely say who is the pro to dance to that on a expert level, obviously. Normal level is kind of achievable still, but there is the difficult and expert above it, and that means a lot of arrows after each other. Yeah, that song would qualify to that, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah, very nice. And I was thinking that maybe at one point we should do a show, a collection show of all those happy tunes that are like this chirpy, and well, you would cut your waist in the end, but
yeah, I'll just get my collection of knives and slowly bleed to death. Okay, after the show we could also do a very depressing show if you would like to. Yeah, that would make me happy.
Aww. You dark man.
Oh, speaking of which, can we have Darkman 007?
Now? I was
know.
thinking that I'm finishing this chirpy hippie happy block with Kreksultiva's request, which is also Kronberg song. This is Kronberg's evening, it looks like.
Looks like.
Looks like the enthusiasm in your voice. I can hear that. This is Battleships and Happy Sinking remix. we are sinking.
What are you thinking of?
Exactly. Or what are you thinking about? But that was Crex's request, and I think that would be an appropriate closing of the hippie happy songs. However, I still see Riowa and Bombo here, so yeah, you could still count on such. But that's for a bit later. So here comes Battleship's Happy Sinking remix.
This is Slay Radio.
Oh my God, who was that talking?
No
was it
idea.
Boz? Was it Boz?
Boz.
Boz.
Yeah, he's one of the oldest ones he made, actually.
That still sounds cool.
Yeah. And of course he did this one too.
Greetings, Master Yoda my name is, and when visiting planet Earth I am, listen to Slay Radio I do. Bloody hell.
Indeed, I heard this like several hundred times when I was listening to Slay Radio. And I didn't know that it is Boz. When I realized it, that was, oh my God, really? Yeah, he had a request.
Oh.
Indeed. Boz is with us and he had a request.
What did he request?
Obscure sounds and Delta.
Yeah, I think we're doing a lot of obscure sounds with our mouths.
Yeah, we do this for sure. So, yeah, he wanted to hear this.
That's what I mean, obscure sounds.
Yeah, exactly. I cannot even talk. It's way too late. We have like less than half hour left from the show. So, maybe we should just play this song as it is.
As it is, yes.
For you, boss. Just for you.
Nobody else listen. Shut your ears. This is for boss only. Everyone else, just don't listen.
Nice, always something new to learn. While those requests, it's I like to listen entirely to new songs. That was I was missing that one for some reason.
Oh, so when was that released?
I have to check this out.
2015 or something? Or is it way earlier?
Sounds.
I can't really remember now.
No, it's 10, and actually I know why I missed that, because, well, after 2009 I had less time last week, so I had to get faster. This is why I missed it.
It wasn't 2009 last week.
I know, but I was going through the entire archive last week, you know.
Yes, I know.
Well, apparently I didn't do a perfect job.
I'm not sure the listeners know.
Well, probably I told that several times, but doesn't really matter because it's not really relevant for them. Thank you for the request, boss, and it was a good one. And we have about 20 minutes left of this evening.
Oh, by the way, people, you can start listening again. Sorry, I didn't say that earlier. Sorry, my bad. It's okay to listen again.
Because the previous song was only for boys.
Yes. Sorry, my bad.
And if they don't listen, how they will hear you now?
Well, because they were only not listening to the song.
Aha, so they listen to you but not to the song.
Isn't that how it works?
Oh, well, I don't know, but that's a really nice theory of yours.
Hypothesis, I would call it.
Hypothesis. What?
Oh, nothing.
Are you laughing about my pronunciation?
It's a little bit cute with lisping people.
I don't understand you. Not at all. We should play a request.
Yeah, while I sit on the sofa.
Plastic Jeebus.
Plastic Jeebus?
Plastic Jeebus, yes.
Oh, is that the requester name or?
That's the listener's name. And he was here Ryan and Bombo.
Bombo.
Originally made by Ben Daglish. So, yeah. Should we play it?
That's a good request, so let's do it.
Yes, that was an excellent, lovely track of Rhein's Nexus 6581 2. And I'm in silence because now I'm waiting for you to talk.
You are?
Yes, I am. Imagine, sometimes I do that too. But then I don't hear you start to talk, and then I will start to talk, and I will interrupt you as well.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Right. Yeah, that's 6581. When was that? Like 2003 or something?
Well,
it's quite old.
Well, we can check it out on c64audio.com especially.
Yeah, that should tell you.
Just a moment. Just a moment.
Just a moment. Corporate accounting, Nina speaking. Just a moment.
Exactly, that's how we say that. Yes, released in the UK in 2003.
Oh, wow. My memory isn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Sometimes it works really well, I'd say.
Yeah, but only sometimes.
Yeah, I know how you feel. And then, of course, you get upset with me because I don't remember something. But it's just obvious. I thought it's obvious. No, it's not. If you have 100 other things on your mind.
But it's a thing we've talked about several times before.
Exactly, but it's maybe not the same things at a point for me as for you are.
Sometimes you're taking the Bruce Lee kind of quotes a little bit too far. Be water, my friend.
What?
Like a Teflon coated thing. Be water, just flow off.
Right. Of course. Exactly, just let it flow.
Yeah. And just
don't care about those minor things. Seriously.
Like words and shit that comes out of your mouth. Minor things, yeah, whatevs.
Who knows? So what if I'm having an early Alzheimer's? Nah? You never know.
Yeah, who knows? I think we all do, in kind of certain areas of our thinking. We all have some sort of Alzheimer's.
Yeah, and we all focus on different things. Probably this is why it feels like it sometimes. So other things are important for me than for you. But it's great, because that's how we fulfill each other.
Oh, fulfill. Now I need to think of some wishes.
Well, sorry, complete each other. Yeah, I might have fucked up this one. Never mind.
Never mind.
Lined up a classic Sid.
Oh, which one?
The one of the ones that we played. One of the ones that we played on the weekend as well, because it was a request on Back in Time Live as well. Surprisingly, surprisingly.
One of the 50,000.
Yeah, but this is no. Not all the 50,000 Sids are classics, okay? But this one is certainly one of them.
That is true.
So it's made by Rob Hubbard. Will you figure that out?
Oh, it's a Rob Hubbard song, so it must be that one classic that he did once.
I know that I didn't help you much with that, but
no, you know that good song that Rob Hubbard did. Oh, that one.
That good song was done in '85. And well, he was almost jogging.
Almost jogging.
Yeah. On the run. Did I help you enough now?
Yeah. He was almost doing that naked. The full Monty.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Finally. So, this was requested by Madman, who said actually that the Sid is the real thing. So if he could do that, he would request Sids all the time. Also, Madman, we couldn't find OJ Oscillation and Hunchback 2. Not really sure where.
I think Ryan did a version of that, but I don't think OJ Oscillation did.
Yeah, if you could just look after that, Madman, that would be awesome, because we would love to know about it if he also did a version of it and we don't know about it. So that would be nice.
Yeah, might be my Alzheimer's, my selective Alzheimer's kicking.
Yeah, we might be mistaken as well. We didn't know. Well, we didn't say that we are not, but we don't know that version. So here comes Monty on the Run for you.
Ronty on the man.
Yeah, here comes, if I'm switching on my computer. also Monty on the Run and Rob Hubbard and the song that is claimed the most difficult to play live ever, the claim made by Fast Loaders and
Mark Knight.
Yes, and
there's
yet
a lot
still,
of notes.
Yet still, Fast Loaders played it very right.
Indeed, and so did Mark Knight with Sid 80's performance as well.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just Fast Loaders was the newest experience of mine. It's like it happened 2 days ago. So wow, that was a blast. Indeed. And people, we have things to announce before we go. For instance, Matt Gray's Reformation Free Kickstarter has... Oh, hi Zelda, you have also something to announce. That's important, we agree. So,
she's trying to say reformation, but she doesn't have a proper tongue to do that.
No, but as you hear, she is trying hard. So, Reformation Free is in its last 5 days. So, 5 more days to go. And of course, Matt... Right, Zelda. Matt already collected more than the goal, but that means now to reach the stretch goals. So now it's $32,639 at the moment from $26,294, but that means that already the 30,000 stretch goal is achieved. So it already will include 2 brand new alternative remakes of Last Ninja 2 soundtrack, including the Central Park and in-game theme. And there is another stretch goal right now. So if in the next 5 days he will hit the 30,000 pounds, well, actually it's 30,000 pounds, not dollars. I'm sorry, I'm really having shitty eyes now. I have to do something about it. So it's pounds, and if it reaches the 35,000, then he will also be remaking a few Amiga classics as an extra 4-track bonus EP. So that's not that far actually, because it's 2,000 something, I think. Also, it would include tracks from Shadow of the Beast 1 and 3, Turrican 2, and a further track to be confirmed. So the 4th track is not known yet, but 5 days left. I'll provide you the link still on the channel, and Slaygon can provide it on Facebook and
Already
YouTube
did.
as well, indeed. And also Colin's, or aka Fungus's Kickstarter started to GoFundMe, sorry, started to go up because it's already 150 euros out of 1,000. So in case if you want to have the special only Ben CD in the world, then you can still bid Malthus, overbid Malthus with his 100 euros. Sorry, Malthus. Well,
fight.
We cross your fingers for you, but at the same time not. So, if someone is overbidding you, that's just good for the project, but we will see if anyone will. So, a lot of great projects out there, and people, just go for it. And Matt has 5 days left, and I'm almost confident that he can achieve the goal, but you are needed for that, at least for the 35. And Reformation Free will already happen, that is for sure. Okay, what else we have still before we say goodbye?
Well, tomorrow Boz will do his midweek hump, the hump day, I guess it's called.
The hump show.
Sorry. Because it's on the hump day on Boz Radio, and on Thursday Krax is doing his bit on Slay Radio. I think he hasn't scheduled anything, but he can't do that while we are doing a show. Most of the cases he does that, so I think it might be a safe bet that he will do that. And Yeah, and Gazoo has done a few surprise visits lately with his DJ software thingy, PMP, Plan Mix Play thing.
Indeed, he also has a stream to follow as well. So
planmixplay.com.
Great, thank you. And also, well, this is why it's worth to check back onto the webpage sometimes, because you never know. Gazoo usually does shows on Sundays from 12 CEST, because obviously our time 12, but his time is probably in the evening because he's from Australia now. So am I saying it right? Yes, I guess.
Think so.
Yeah, exactly.
He kind of moves every now and then. Denmark, Japan, Australia. Who knows?
Who knows? But that's
maybe
more
he's
or
in
less
Tibet.
stable. Marta said, I will deduct it from Slaygon's beer deliveries if I have to raise my donation, Ziona. Evil grin. I'm so sorry, Malthus, but you know, we have to support those people somehow. So if I'm not calling a challenge, then who will?
Saisant, not really a broken tongue, just not a human one. Luckily.
Yeah, exactly. But she's purring now, so Saisant, you don't have to worry. Those cats here, they kind of seem very happy to me. So they kind of have a good life here, I think.
Yeah, horrible life.
Oh, horrible. Yeah, this is why they keep
horrible.
purring all the time.
Yeah, horrible cat's life.
A very, very bad cat life. Yeah. They are really social cats, actually. Never seen such social cats ever before. So they really miss us when we are not here. And it happens very occasionally because of that, because they just need human interaction, I would say.
Yeah, we're like their tall, naked cat friends.
Tall, naked cat friends?
Yeah,
okay.
non-furry cat friends.
Oh, yes, exactly. And they didn't have enough of us, because, well, sometimes it happens that Zelda comes even overnight just to be close to us, and then she just sits down and purrs next to us. So that's very funny.
And watches
while we sleep.
Yeah.
So it's not creepy at all, but
a bit creepy. It's just you wake up and go, ooh, ah.
Exactly.
Anyway, do we have a closing tune?
Yes, we do.
Oh, that's good.
And Crex confirmed that he will do this week's Thursday.
Excellent.
Unless meds tell him otherwise, but I hope not. So, yeah. Well, if you need any meds, Crex, get well soon, at least.
If your meds talk to you, then yeah, you probably shouldn't do a show.
And CJ Warlock, we also know the reality. It's my crappy eyes that was misreading the dollars as, not the dollars, the British pounds as dollars first. So, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. It happens.
Yeah, it
sometimes.
Does weird automatic conversion from pounds to dollars on the Kickstarter thing.
Yeah, and also my eyes. So it's kind of late. So we have to say goodnight now, I think. It's a safe bet that we are saying goodnight for now, and see you next week, I guess, on, I cannot count now, on 23rd of October, indeed. 23rd of October.
Wow.
That's a Hungarian national holiday.
It was summer just then. What happened?
It was summer when?
just then. Just now.
Just now? Well, yeah. It's already gone for a while.
Exactly. Where did it go?
Well, I don't know, but a lot of things happened since, so... Anywho, should we say good night?
Good night.
That was fast. Yeah, thank you everyone for listening, and thank you for your request as well. Your undivided or divided attention.
And thank you for not listening when I asked you to.
Oh, so that's a lot. Yes,
very nice of you. That's very considerate of you.
Absolutely. And thank you anyone who keeps the scene alive by supporting those GoFundMe and Kickstarter projects as well. I'm sure it will be highly appreciated. And of course, Fungus and Matt will be also very grateful for you, and the project can actually happen. But it will happen. Both of them will happen. So that's at least a good thing, we know. And we say goodbye with Craig's Ultima's request, which was Dimitris and Apidia Meadows Edge 1-3. This is an Amiga remix.
Is it now?
Yes, it is. Before it was 2, so it didn't change occasionally from a 64 remix to an Amiga remix. No, it was always an Amiga remix.
Oh, good.
Yes. So, once again, have a good night, everyone. See you next week. Love you all.
And see you. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Warning. Insect DNA detected. Initiating the transformation procedure. Transformation complete. Load your weapons and get ready to fight.